Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board says it has uncovered over 15,000 candidates who forged admission letters to qualify for the National Youth Service Corps scheme. Registrar of JAMB, Professor Isaac Oloyede, disclosed this during the 2025 Batch C pre-mobilization workshop in Abuja. He said the fraud was detected through an internal audit and record verification across institutions. Oloyede revealed that some deputy registrars, vice chancellors, and 4 JAMB staff had already been arrested and were facing prosecution for their roles in the scandal. He warned institutions and officials against manipulating records, stressing that those found guilty would face legal consequences. Meanwhile, NYSC Director General Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu expressed concern over the rise in fake credentials, multiple registrations, and identity theft during mobilization. He said the fraudulent act strengthened the integrity of the NYSC scheme and urged stakeholders to tighten verification systems and uphold transparency. The NYSC DG also highlighted the need for continuous digital security upgrades, noting that despite improved efficiency through the NYSC integrated system, cyber threats and fake study centers remain major challenges. Well, you know, recently, I don't know, I did share with you on one of our shows a report that was conducted by JAMB still for many students that did come to, you know, write the JAMB exam having multiple NIN verification numbers, right? They were able to have multiple centers to write it because they were able to, you know, generate multiple NIN with a single name. When you think about that, what are your thoughts on this report?
It exposes institutional weakness in Nigeria. NIN, for example, we talked about having a central server, if I'm not making a mistake. Right. And the idea is to collate data. Once my data, the fingerprints are taken, once my fingerprint is taken and a number assigned to me, even if I wanted to manipulate a system, whatever name I'll use, I'll still present the same fingerprint. So if the fingerprint repeats 2 times, it should be identified that this person has been registered somewhere, whether that name is found in the system or not. As far as the fingerprint shows that this fingerprint has been taken before, I shouldn't be granted registration again. So it questions their internal mechanism, the credibility of their staff. Could it be that a staff would ignore the warning from the system that there is this fingerprint has already been taken and go ahead and take it? What of the face? Why do we have our pictures there? It's not because so that you can, you know, the system. I mean, we all use systems and do registration and all that. If I've registered on a particular website for something that should be registered once, if I come again to register, it will tell me that this information is already
in the system.
In the system, you can't proceed again. Now, that should be the same thing here. So how do they beat this system? Then, you know, NYSC, how does NYSC recruit members? It is not in the marketplace. They don't go to Onitsha market. They don't go to Rumokoro or Idumota. It is through the schools. So if there is a forgery, that means some schools are culpable. Because to the best of my knowledge, or maybe JAMB's NYSC staff inserted some names. I mean, even your letters, your posting letters are collected from the school. Right. So if, for example, I have an NYSC, my name is there, where am I supposed to pick up the call-up letter? I don't know, but in schools, in some schools, you go to the exams and record, you know, I know that. Now, the names would have been submitted from the school, and the pick-up letter should be from the school. So, is it possible, I'm just thinking, is it possible to send to a school a call-up letter of a name it didn't send ab initio? University,
to the tune of 15,000.
Maybe that 15,000 is spread abroad, but let's say University of XYZ, Rumokoro, never submitted any name like Ikechukwu Nwankwo Akimbola Abdurrahman, and you then NYSC present that call-up letter. Is there no way the school can verify that this call-up letter that is here is not our student? How did it fly this check? You see, we have institutional problem in Nigeria. And another thing is this: those who have been caught with forged certificates, even though the Constitution clearly states it's a crime, how have we treated them? Recently, somebody resigned from the federal government on account of certificate forgery. Unfortunately, that fellow was wished well in his future endeavor. A guy that should have been arrested for an obvious crime was let off the hook. So you see how we inadvertently make people believe that all you need to do is succeed. More like the 11th commandment: thou shalt not be caught. If you are not caught, you can go free. Just make sure. I mean, if precedents have been set, even from the high places, people will become more afraid to commit crime. But where you let people go, maybe for political affiliation, these smaller ones will be emboldened to do the same, because they have example. Who knows how many people, such people at high places, would have given example that do it, nothing will happen. They have themselves as example. I mean, we have cases where people have been accused of certificate forgery. Former Minister of Finance resigned for same NYSC forgery. Nothing happened to her. Nobody prosecuted her. Her excuses were just accepted as somebody helped her process it. Doesn't make any difference. So this is the challenge we have created in our system. So if we must clean the system, we must be sincere to clean it and punish everyone. See, our laws should not be like the cobweb. You know what the cobweb is? The cobweb catches only small animals, insects. An elephant can trample on the cobweb. An elephant is too big. Even as small as a rat can trample on the cobweb and won't be caught. But the cobweb perfects itself in catching small insects. We shouldn't have a system where our laws only catches the small animals, like the insects, while the big ones can trample on it and go away. That will definitely give rise to this type of things. It's unfortunate, but definitely we need to clean our system.
Thank you so much.